record video and then so you need to sign into the website, right? And to get access to the final exam review and the rest of the like practice material, everything's there. First of all, let's log on to website. So you go to the website, the net. I'm gonna sign to my account. So right here, you're gonna see practice final exam with help, right? The other one is without help. That's one without help. So we're gonna work on the one without help. So let's do this, right? They are very similar. So these two assignments look almost, I checked both of them, right? They look very, very similar. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Similarly, I'll let you guys practice a little bit. And then after that, we'll go over the solution.
Professor, I have a question.
Yeah, sure.
So for when you're trying to sign up for the exam,
Yeah.
Do you have to create an account, like when it says login, sign in? Or
Yes, actually, you should. Yes, you need to create an account. That's right.
So what like do I use my school email or?
Yes, you can use a school email or your personal email, right? Whichever is more convenient for you.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Yeah. So yeah. Anybody else have a question? Okay. No question, right? And then let's get started then. The first question here is about find the value of the expression when this x is okay. That is another. Okay, let's try this one, right? X squared plus 2xy plus y squared. And when x equal to -4, y equal to 7. So we're going to replace x with -4, y with 7. Let's take a look at this. All right, so try this really quickly. You may see this in your final though.
This type of question is going to be on our final.
Yes, it's going to be similar, right? There are
Okay.
35 questions here, but your actual exam, I think it's only about 25 questions. So
Yeah, there's only 25 on our final.
right. So some of the questions may not appear, but we still want to practice all of them, right? All right, guys, let's go over the solution. So first of all, x equals to -4. You can just put it on the side. X equals -4. And the y value equals 7. And here you're going to replace x with the -4, so it becomes -4 squared. Adding 2 times 4 and 7. And adding 7 squared. From there, we know -4 squared is -4 times -4. 2 negative turning positive, so 4 squared 16. Here we get a 2 times -4, that's -8. So 2 times -4 is -8. So we get -8 times 7 plus 7 squared is 49. We have 16 minus 56, adding 49. 16 minus 56 minus 40, adding 49. That turned out to be 9. So the answer here is be 9. Any question about this? Okay, then let's take a look at this question here, right? Question number 2. I give you a couple minutes and I'll go over the solution. All right, guys, let's go over the solution. So right here, we're going to add 12x and 36 on both sides of the equation. Next slide. So adding 12x here, adding 36, adding 12x, adding 36. Cancel the both terms on the right hand side, right? So that's equal to 0, and we get x squared plus 12x adding 36. Now we get a quadratic equation, then typically we factor the left hand side. Again, and left hand side is perfect square, right? We pay a little bit closer attention. So also we can do this. We factor binomials x minus x, break down x squared, break down 36 will be positive 6. And we secure first and last terms. Now the middle term will be positive 6x, adding positive 6x. This turn out to be positive 12x. And so all three terms are confirmed. First term, middle term, last term. That means we get right, factoring, so x plus 6, right, equals 0. And this is a typical perfect square. So we're setting first factor equal to 0, setting second factor equal to 0. And we get two identical solutions, right? Meaning, although we have two identical solutions, but we still treat it as one solution. So minus 6 here, x equal to 6, same thing here. So the answer is -6. Any question about this?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were doing the same thing as 2 days ago.
Mhm.
I thought like I got -12 because that's the one in the middle.
You can -12, right?
I cross multiplied like -6 and 6.
Mhm.
Right?
Okay.
And I got
Over there.
-6x -6. I
Negative
didn't know we
6.
were doing all this. I don't know.
Mhm. Okay, so Sarah, which part you get confused? Do you mean the factoring part? This part?
Yeah, I'm not even gonna hold you. The factoring part gets me confused too.
Now, how about the first step, like adding 12x, adding 36, add 36? Is that clear to you? How we get this equation here?
I guess not. Like it's more like why do the negatives turn positive?
Why do the negative turn positive? Okay.
Mm.
So originally we have x squared, right? Equal to -12x and -36. Now again, we're going to move all the terms to the left-hand side. So the thing is, in order to do that, meaning we need to get rid of this on the left, on the right, this on the right. So we're going to do the opposite. Opposite meaning adding 12x, right? Then we can cancel that. Then adding 36. But when you add a couple terms on the left-hand side, you do the same thing. I mean, on the right-hand side, you should do the same thing on the left-hand side. So that's why we add 12x here and 36 from both sides of the equation. And by doing that, we cancel this term, right? They're opposite terms. So they get canceled. We get x squared plus 12x and 36 equals 0. Now, right-hand side becomes 0 because those two terms are offset. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so far you can keep going.
Yeah, okay, then after that, we basically just factoring this, right? Because left-hand side is polynomial. So what we do is we factor it, break down the first one, like x times x. Now break down 36, right? There are a couple different ways of doing this. I think the middle coefficient is 12, right? It has to be 6 and 6. All positive, right? Because 6 times 6 is 36. 6 plus 6 is 12. That's how when the leading coefficient is 1, then you can do that, right? The way how we break down the last number, when you combine them, you should end up with the middle number here. And another way to double check this is by cross multiplying. Positive 6 times x, positive 6x, 6x. Positive times x is positive 6x. And that's positive 12x. And that matches the middle term. So first term here, last term, middle term, all confirmed. So that's why we get these two factors. It's for 6, for 6. And after that, we just set each factor equal 0 by using 0 factor property. We just went over this like a couple days ago, right? First of all, it's the factoring trinomial, and then also solving for the quadratic equation, right? So those are two important concepts in the basic algebra. Now again, we set each factor equal 0 and solve for the x. We just subtract 6. Subtract 6 from both sides of the equation, we get x equal -6. Right?
Okay, yeah. I was just I think like I straight away went to that part that you're like the cross multiplying, and
Okay,
that's why I got a negative. I didn't know like we had to turn it into a positive.
positive, right? Yeah, because the middle number is positive 12. So you gotta make sure it matches. Now, in that case, when it matches, that means we have the right factor here. If it doesn't match, then you gotta try a different combination, right? Use this
Okay.
diagram, try a different combination. Okay, now let's go back to the review sheet. Let's look at the question 3. Again, when I'm gonna practice now so you try first, right? You guys try first. I'll go over the solution second. So this one you get to expand it, right? You can use the method I show you, the shortcut, or you can just for your like you can turn into 4a minus 5 4a minus 5 and then FOIL this from there. Up to you, right? If you feel comfortable using the shortcut, use the shortcut, it's quicker, get the answer. Like, give it a shot. All right, guys, let's go over the solution. If you use the shortcut, right, that will be 4a squared, right? Taking the 4a squared, then you do 2 times 5 times 4a, and then also adding the 5 squared. That's going to be the shortcut. So 4 squared is 16a squared minus 48, adding 25. If you FOIL this, right, we will do this 4a times 4a. That's how we get 4a squared. 4a times 4a, that's 16a squared. 4a times negative 5 minus 28. And negative 5 times 4a is minus 28. Negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. You combine the middle two terms, you see we get that's why we get two times, right? Because the middle two always you would double. We get 16a squared minus 20 is minus 48 and 25. Okay. Yeah. Any questions about this? Right, let's go back. And so we're gonna put in answer 16a squared minus 48 and I added 25. Okay. I will do it. Now let's look at question 4. So let's say 5 times the difference and twice the number 6 is -12. Find a number, right? So we're assuming this number is x. So you can set up the equation and solve for x. I'll let you guys try first. Okay, let's go over the solution. So first of all, we will set up the equation, assuming this number is x, right? You can use any variable you like, right? But x is the most common one. So 5 times the difference, right? Difference, twice of x and 6. This is the difference, right? 2x minus 6 is what we call the difference. And that is equal to -20. This means equal to -20. Now from here, we will solve for x, right? And so basically, first of all, you can distribute it, expand it, and then we'll do this. We will distribute it first, 10x. 5 times -6 is 30. That is equal to 20. I 30 from both sides of the equation. Then cancel that with the 10x equal to 10. Now from here, we divide 10 from both sides of the equation, and the number x equals 1. All right. Any question about this? So the answer is 1. Next question, let's look at question 5. This is something what we did yesterday, right? So we can try. Share the screen. Try first, right? Break down the numbers with the maximum perfect number, and also use the maximum perfect number to break down a number. All right, let's go over the solution. So for the first one, we break down the 125 as 25 times 5. for 45, we're gonna do 9 times 5. 9 is the maximum perfect number going to 45. For 20, it will be 4 times 5. 4 is maximum perfect number going to 20. So it'll be 3 radical 25 minus radical 5 minus 3 times radical 9 minus radical 5 plus 2 times radical 4 minus radical 5. But here, this is 3 times square root of 25 is 5. Square root of 5. And this is 3 times square root of 9 is 3. And square root of 5. And 2 times square root of 5. So now there will be 15, right? 3 times 15 square root of 5 minus 9 square root of 5. 3 times 3 is 9. Adding 4 square root of 5. Now 15 minus 9 is, so you can do this factor out of radical 5. So 15 minus 9 adding 4 times radical 5. 15 minus 9 is 6, adding 4, 10. 10 radical 5. So the answer is 10 radical 5. Any question about this? We just did this yesterday, right? So you see, what we learned in the class is actually going to be on your final, right? So no doubt. So it's 15 square root of 5. Any question about this? All right. Now let's look at the next question, right? Next question is, first of all, you need to find x-y intercept. After that, graph it, right? I'll show you how to graph it in a second, but you guys can find out x-y intercept first for this linear equation here. So I'm gonna just put in this. Try that first. Find x-y intercept, and then I'll show you how to sketch the graph. Okay, guys, let's go to solution. So for x-intercept, you set y equal to 0. So y equals 0, then we solve for x. That means replace y with 0 in the equation, right? In the original equation. And then we find our x value. So it's negative 2x plus 3 times 0 equals 9. So negative 2x equals 9. And divide both sides of the equation by negative 2. Cancel that. X is negative 9 over 2. So the x-intercept will be negative 9 over 2 and 0. So it's negative 9 over 2 and 0. So that's first one. First x-intercept and second y-intercept. We set x equals 0. And solve for y, right? So it would be negative 2 times 0 plus 3y equals 9. And negative 2 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 3y equals 9. 3y equals 9. Right? Divide 3 from both sides of the equation. Y equals 3. So that would be 0, 3. Once we have that, and we're going to go back and sketch the graph. You can also try it in your own platform. So negative 9 over 2 first, and 0. That's actual x-intercept and y-intercept. X equals 0, y equals 3. Now let's go back here. And first of all, we're going to click on this. So point first, right? And x-intercept should be located on the x-axis. So but it's negative 9 over 2, so it's right in the middle of negative 9 over 2, negative 4.5, right? So it's here. And also, and we're going to get another point, 0, 3, that's located on the y-axis, so it's here. Yeah, so once you have those 2 points, then click on this, connect them, right? Yep, so you get a line. There you go. Any question about this?
So when it's a fraction, you have to turn it into basically like a decimal or something like that, or into like a whole number.
Yes, that's right. Mhm. Yes, because decimal, okay, I'm gonna redo this one more time. So this is so just get those 2 points and then one more time click on those 2 points. Click on the line first, like this line first. Line option here. And then yeah, and after that just connect those 2 points back in line. Okay. So yeah. So that's question 6. Question 7. Let's try this. So for you're gonna distribute this and then simplify, right? Combine terms. Let's try it first. And let's go over the solution. So first of all, we distributed, so a times a squared is a cubed. And a times negative 2a is minus 2a squared. A times 6 is 6a. That's first three terms, and then the next three terms. 84 times a squared is minus 2a squared. 84 times negative 2a positive 8a. And negative 4 times positive 6 is minus 24. From there, we just combine like terms, right? So these two are like terms, combine them. So bring over a cube. Now minus 2a squared minus 4a squared minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6a squared. We get 6a plus 8a, both positive. So add in 14a, and then minus 24. Answer is a cubed minus 6a squared plus 14a minus 24. Any question? Fourteen A minus 24. Okay.
Hey,
That's
Professor, doesn't a negative plus a negative equal a positive?
Yeah, that's
negative,
what.
Because
negative.
you had negative 2a squared and negative 4a squared,
4A
so it'll
squared.
become
Yeah.
positive 6a.
No, because they both negative. So we're gonna keep the sign, you add a number. So minus
Oh, a
2a
negative
squared.
plus a negative is a negative.
Yeah, of course.
I
So
thought it
And
was
plus-
it's oh no, it's a negative
That's it, like-
times a negative. That's a positive, right?
Right, exactly. Right.
okay. Okay.
Yep.
Negative times a negative. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you see, it's like you owe $2, right? You owe another $4. You owe $6. You're not making money, right? That's not possible, you know. You can view like this. Minus two is like you owe somebody, right? $2, and then you owe somebody another $4. You owe $6, right? Make sense? If it doesn't, you know, stay.
Professor, I'm not even
Mhm.
gonna hold you. That's probably the easiest way somebody ever explained negatives to me.
All right, all right, thanks. Yeah, I think you should try to make, because the negative, yeah, is sometimes hard to visualize this, right? But you can, you know, you can definitely, you know, try to realize, use a real life example, you know, help you, you know, grasp, grasp this kind of concept. But yeah, only when they are, yeah, when you multiply, right? If you multiply -2 by -4, and then 2 -10 in the positive, 2 times 4 is 8, right? So it's 8. Okay, very good. So that's why the answer should be this. Now let's look at the question. Yeah, we just went over. Yeah, let's do the question 8, right? Yeah, let's practice another. Okay, 3a squared equal to this. Okay. So first of all, you will get rid of the coefficient, and after that, take the square root, right, from both sides of the equation. So try this really quickly, and I'll go with the solution in a second. let's go over the solution. So first of all, divide both sides of the equation by 9, not by 3, right? By 3. So cancel 3, we get a squared equal to 63. Now we take the square root, right, from both sides of the equation. And you put plus minus on the right hand side. This is important, right? Because a squared equal to 63, there are two solutions, one positive, one negative. So you want to make sure you put both solutions. So square root of a squared, that's 8. This plus minus, and 63 is 9 times 7. And then square root of 9, that's 3. So plus minus square root of 9 times square root of 7. Plus minus 3 square root of 7. And then they want to put smaller values first. It's minus 3 square root of 7, 3 square root of 7. That's larger value. Any question about this? The first answer is minus 3 square root of 7. The other one is 3 square root of 7. Okay, that's question 8. Question 9. Okay, let's see. Suppose a computer chip manufactured no experience started. The average production runs of 3,000 circuit boards. 90 will be defective. How many defective circuit boards will be expected to run 29,000 circuit boards? Yeah, this one I'll go over. I'll go over the question. This one we're gonna set up proportion. So basically the defective rate will be the same. So we'll do first one is for 3,000 for every 3,000 circuit boards, 90 are defective, right? So using total circuit boards over defective circuit boards, and then we set up proportion. The other one will be we will figure out defective circuit boards, right? So assuming it's X, and that goes on the bottom because bottom is defective circuit boards. On top is 29,000. They produce 29,000 circuit boards. They want to figure out how many of them are defective. Now, basically here we put cross multiply. This is what we call proportion. And this is very useful technique, right? Extremely useful technique, and for us to solve for any kind of like proportional unknown variables, right? Yeah. Now, so here we cross multiply, so we get 3,000 times x. So go this way, cross multiplication, 3,000 times x equal to 29,000 90. Now from here we divide both sides of the equation by 3,000. Okay, cancel that, right? Just x equal to, now here we will, you see 3 zeros, you can drop 3 zeros here, drop 3 zeros here. And we do 90 by 3, that's 30, right? So it's 29 times 90 by 3, 30. So x equal to 29 times 30, 70, and 870. So we get 870 defective boards. Any question about this?
Wait, how'd you get 29 times 30 again? You divided the
Yeah,
3
so-
zeros on both sides.
Yeah, we
But-
drop 3 0 first, right? Now we get this 29 times 90 over 3. Now 3 going to 90, how many times? 30, right? 3 going to
Yeah,
90.
I'm with you now.
Yeah, so that's 29 times 30. All right. Okay. Yeah, so the answer will be 29 times 30, and 29 times 30 is 170. All right, so this is 870. Right. And
Wait, can you go back really quick?
sure. How far back? Question 9.
Like to the work you did for it?
To the work, yeah, sure.
Could you allow us to do number 10, which is similar question, to see if we could get it done correctly
Yeah,
on
of
our?
course, definitely,
All right.
definitely.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go back to question 10 here. Let's look at it together. Yeah, you guys gonna try this. Do you mean you want to try another one of this?
Yeah, the one we did similar just now. There's another one like that. That's what I meant. My bad.
Okay, sure. Yeah,
I think if you scroll up a little bit, it's like right on top.
yeah, let's do that. Definitely this one, right? Yeah, you try this one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is a similar question, so give a shot. Okay, go ahead. All right, let's go over the solution. Again, we set up proportion 4,000 circuit boards. 80 of them are defective. Total over the defective items. Now, the other condition is we have 27 circuit boards. We don't know how many of them are defective. So like defective rate will be the same, right? So we do cross multiplying and then solve for x. So 4,000 times x equal to 27,000 times 80. And from there, we divide 4,000 from both sides of the equation. Cancel that, x is by itself. Here we just gonna cancel 3 zeros, right? Just like the other one, cancel 3 zeros. And 4 going to 80 is 20 times. 4 going to 80, 20 times. So end up with 27 times 20. That's equal to 540. The answer is 540 defective volts. Any question about this? Now let's look at question 10. There's another again, it's radicals. So you're gonna simplify the radicals, combine like terms if possible. Okay, try that. All right, let's go over the solution. So right here, break down the 50, right? I said 25 times 2. 25 is the maximum perfect number going to 50. And for 20, will be 4 times 5. 4 is the maximum perfect number going to 20. 32 will be 16 times 2. Let's simplify from there. 5 radical 25 times radical 2 times 5 times radical 4 times radical 5 minus radical 16 times radical 2. Now we get 5 times 5 times radical 2 plus 5 times 2 times radical. Yeah, radical 5. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, so minus 4 radical 3. I'll get 5 times 5, 25 radical 2 plus 10 radical 5 minus 4 radical 2. And that's only 2 like terms, right? Which is the 25 radical 2 minus 4 radical 2. And then it becomes 21 radical 2. And adding 10 radical 5. And these two we're going to leave as is, right? They are not like terms. So the answer is 21 radical 2 plus 10 radical 5. Any question? 21 radical 2. I think radical 5. Okay, so you guys are going to try question 11 is straightforward, right? So cross multiplying, and we get 7 and equal 15, and divide both sides of the equation by 7, right? So the answer is 15 over 7. Any question about this? Okay. Now let's try question 12. You guys try this. While doing this, I'm calling attendance. Question 12. You know what? Maybe, yes, let's try this. Yeah, actually, you guys can yeah, try. Try this. I'm calling attendance. Okay, Mariam.
Here,
Mariam.
here,
Alexandra.
Here,
Alexandra.
here,
Bianca.
Here.
Ashley. Ashley.
I'm here.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's so I have to put on a headphone because for some reason, the computer audio is not working properly. But don't worry, I marked you present. So Benjamin.
Wait, did you say my name wasn't showing up?
No, actually your name was showing up. Yes. Good.
Oh,
Right?
right. Thank you.
Good. Okay. Benjamin. Kareem.
I'm here.
And Nahi. Nahi. And Maya.
I'm here.
Okay. And Sarah.
Here.
Okay, very good. Jonathan. Jonathan. Enta.
Here.
Okay, very good. So, yeah, so we'll continue working on this question, right? We'll go over the solution in a second. All right, let's go over the solution. So first of all, we subtract that from 13. So this is the first term, like so 13x squared minus ax. Then we're gonna subtract from this, right, minus ax squared plus 25x and minus 53. Then we'll put this in the parentheses and then we're gonna distribute it. Like an invisible one, distribute it. So you get 13x squared minus ax plus 12 minus 1 times ax squared minus ax squared minus 1 times positive 25 is minus 25x minus 1 times minus 53 is positive 53. Now combine like terms. Well, like terms, 13x squared minus ax squared. This is 5x squared. Minus ax minus 25x. That's minus 33x. And then adding 12, adding 53, and that's going to be 65. So the answer is 5x squared minus 32x plus 65. Any question? So answer is 5x squared minus 33x and adding 65. And let's look at question 13. So this is a question with this something we did similar questions yesterday, right? So just solving for the equation by factoring first, and after factoring, then use a zero factor property, solve for the unknown. Okay, that's right. Okay, let's go over the solution. So factor this first. It's a common factor GCF. So we get x plus 42 equals 0. And say factor equals 0 and solve for x. So x equals 0. X minus x plus 42 equals 0. So this first solution, second solution is negative 42. Minus 42 x equal to negative 42. So two answers, minus 42 and 0. Any question about this? So put a smaller value first, right? Minus 42 is smaller than 0. Give a second.
Wait, Miss, can you go
Yes.
back? Oh, can you go back?
Go back to the solution.
All right, thank you.
Sure. Okay, so let's look at the next question, 14, question 13. Okay, I'm gonna grade you, right? So find the equation of a line passing these 2 points. That should try really quickly. So basically you will need to use a slope formula. Find the slope for first. And using the point slope formula to find the equation. Okay, try that. Okay, guys, let's go over the solution. So first of all, we find the slope, right? So label this as y1, y2. The slope equal to y2, 1 over x2 minus x1. Y2 is negative 12, y1 is negative 4, and x2 is 5 minus x1 is negative 5. So this is negative 12 added 4 over 5 plus 5. Negative 12 added 4, that's negative 8 over 2. Reduce it, you get negative 4 over 5. So we find the slope, and then we can use point slope formula. So y minus y1 equals to slope x minus x. There we can find out this clearly on the line. So y minus negative 4 equal to negative 4 over 5 times x minus negative 5. And again, two negative turning to positive, y plus 4 here, negative 4 over 5, two negative turning to positive, x plus 5. Now we're going to distribute it, and so y plus 4 equal to negative 4 over 5x. And we get negative 4 over 5 times 5. And turning your major fraction and then simplify, right? Reduce the fraction, and then we end up with a negative 4 over 1, so it's minus 4. Now subtract 4 from both sides of the equation. And y is by itself, so we get y equal to minus 4 over 5x minus 8. Any question about this? So the answer is minus 4 y equal to minus 4 over 5x minus 8. Now let's try question 15. So this one, again, find the slope and the y-intercept, right? Slope and the y-intercept. So you need to convert it, and after that we graph the equation. So then let's try really quickly. Locate the slope and the y-intercept. All right, let's go over the solution. So first of all, we will solve for y, right? So copy this equation here. Then first of all, we add 5x on both side equation. And so that 2y equal to 5x and 10. Now divide 2 across, right? Divide 2 here, 2 here, divide 2 here. Then y is by itself, power of 2x plus 5. And here the slope, this is the slope, power of 2. Y-intercept b is 5. So the slope is power of 2. The y-intercept x equals 0, so 0, 5. So yeah, so that's gonna be the both. Any question? Let's go back to the answer. 5/2 here.
Can you go back real quick? I just want to look at the work you did real quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, sure. So go back here. So putting the y-intercept x equals 0 and y value equal to 5, right? So start with the y-intercept 0, 5. So first point is y-intercept is located on the y-axis. 5 here, right? And the second, we're gonna get another point by using the slope. So slope is 5 units, go up 5 units and go to the right 2 units, right? So that we do that. Go up 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the right 2 units, says here, right? You get 2, 10. Which is second point. Go up 5 units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go to the right 2 units. Right on the spot. Yeah, once you have the second point, now you click on this. Click on the first point, second point, we get a line, right? First point, second point, the line comes up. Okay. Yeah. So click on it one more time, right? And then you're gonna get a solid line, and that's what you want, right? Once you click on those 2 points, click on this to get a solid point, solid line. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so this is good, right? I just checked the answer, it's level good. Okay. Yeah, so now let's take a 30 minutes break. Come back at 10:45, 10:47. Okay. I'll talk to you guys in a second.
Wait, Mr.
Mhm.
Reed,
Yes, yes.
Professor,
Sarah. Yes.
I'm sorry, can you go back to the graph?
Yes,
If
sure.
that's okay?
So the graph is here. Right here. So first of all, you get those 2 points, right? Yeah, this is this is the graph. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. What's your question?
Where did the 210 come from? Like the point?
Point, so based on the y-intercept 5, using the slope equals rise over 1, right? So we're gonna rise 5 units, go up 5 units. 1, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2 on the bottom means other 2 means go to the right 2 units.
Oh, all right, got it. Thank you.
That's how we get the second point. And then once you have 2 points, you just connect them to the line. All right. Any other question before the break? All right. So I see you guys in 30 minutes, right? 10:49. Come back at 10:49. Okay. All right, guys. Let's resume, right? Let's continue where we left off. It's going back here. We are working on question 16 right now. Yeah, factor by final factors. Yes. So trinomial, factor by trinomials. Let's try it first. 1 second. Let me just- All right, let's go over the solution here. So break down the 3b square. 3b times b. As we're gonna break down this part of 7, right? That's -7 times -1. The next 7 goes here, -1 goes here. Multiply them, we get back to part of 7. If you cross multiply, you get 3b times -7 is 21b. -1 times b is -1b. Combine them, we get -22. So first term, last term, middle term, right? All three terms are confirmed. So we get right factoring here, 3b minus 1 and b minus 7. Any question about this? Three b minus 1? No, 3b plus 1, right? B minus 7. Yeah, minus 1. Both minus. Minus 1 and B minus 7. And so let's move on to question 18. 18, solve for the, again, factoring first and then solve for that. Now we gotta try this really quickly. And also one quick note, right? You guys also get a, if I go back to the, you need to complete this one, right? Trial Math 51 final lockdown browser file upload with the before tomorrow's final exam, right? I think Professor Dawes already show you guys how to do this, right? And do you guys have any question about this? You need to finish this one, right? Today, after the class, you should work on this really quickly, finish this so you will be able to take the final exam.
We only have to answer one question. Like we
Yes,
have
I
to
think
get one
so.
question right.
I think so. Yes.
Yeah, that's what Dawes told us to do.
Okay. Very good.
And where
So-
are we? I know he's talking about you gotta upload something.
Yes, right here. You see,
It
right
doesn't
here,
work on my thing.
choose the file. Do
Uh-huh.
you download that King scanner?
I
from
downloaded
the
all
App
that.
Store?
Yeah, I downloaded all of that.
He holds a he's gonna hold like a Zoom meeting before the test. So just
Okay.
talk to him about what doesn't work and he'll help you.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, he's very helpful. Yes, I taught Immersion too, right? We're using WebAssign. It's exact same procedure. Just before this class, I'm teaching. I was teaching Math 56 in Immersion 2. So so he did a pretty good job of explaining everything to the entire class. And in terms of uploading, just follow his instructions. He also sent out a couple emails to you guys, right? I received a couple emails last night. You should receive a couple emails. On the email, it has all the detailed steps. You guys can follow that. But again, tomorrow we will meet briefly, right? Before you taking the final. So if you guys still have a question, you can either let me see if I can help you. If I cannot, you can join Professor Dawes' Zoom meeting session, and he will definitely help you. He's very diligent, and also helps a couple of my students, who had a technical difficulty during the final exam. And he was able to extend the time for those students. And then eventually all of my students passed, in the Immersion 2. So I was so happy, so definitely you guys, if you just prepare well, like what we did today, right? If you can understand everything we did today, you'll be ready for the final, right? I'm pretty sure you will pass. So
Professor, I have a question.
Sure.
Where
Actually,
do you find that thing where you have to answer a question?
answer, you gotta log on to the WebAssign, right? You need to create an account first, and then once you log into WebAssign, okay, maybe let me go back to the WebAssign really quickly. So if you do WebAssign here, go to WebAssign.net, right? And I think if he sent you guys a separate email with the login, the procedure to create an account, everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, he did that.
You should follow that, because the one I'm using is the instructor's account. So I'm logging as the instructor. I'm not logging in as a student. So your
Yeah, and I
interface will be, yeah.
I think when
Sure.
students do it, you got to use like the temporary code or something, the temporary pass.
Mhm.
Yeah, temporary access.
Exactly. Yeah, only have 7 days. So I think if you, let's say you already use an account, right? And then it almost expired, you can try to create another account. And it probably will give you another 7 days. But I'm not sure, right? I'm not 100% sure. If let's say you already create an account and then the account will expire, before the final exam, You could try to create another account, or you can talk to Professor Dawes tomorrow, see what he said about that. But definitely, right, you need to complete this trial assignment before tomorrow's final exam. So you should try to knock it out tonight, right? Try to finish this tonight. So tomorrow morning, if there's any issue, right, or any technical difficulties, and then you can get help. If I can help you, I'll try my best, but I'm not an expert on the web design. I barely use this platform. I only use open source platform. And this one costs money, but you guys don't need to pay for it, right? You have a trial period, so there's no cost on your side.
That's good.
Yeah. Okay. So now, yeah, finish this by tonight, right? The trial. Otherwise, if you do not do this, then you cannot take the final tomorrow. It will, hold you back, which is not good, right? So knock this assignment out tonight. All you have to do is just, yes, as Kareem mentioned, you only need to get 10%, right? If you answer any of this question correctly, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to answer all of this question correctly after today's review. Okay, so let's go back to this question here. All right, I'll try this really quickly and then we move on from there. Okay, let's go over the solution. So the left-hand side is what we call the difference of two squares. We're going to turn into 2x over c square, 7 square equals 0. And basically, this is a square minus b square, so it will be 2x plus 7, right? A plus b, a minus b. Okay, and from there, we just set each factor equals 0 using 0 factor property. 2x plus 7 equals 0, 2x plus 7 equals 0. And we're going to solve for x. So basically, here, subtract 7 from both sides of the equation. We get 2x equals 7. Here add 7 from both sides of the equation, and 2x equals 7. And then you will divide 2 from both sides of the equation. First solution is x equal to -7/2. And the second solution, divide 2 from both sides of the equation, x equal to 7/2. So two solutions, -7/2 and then 7/2. Okay, any question about this? So you put it in, right? -7/2 first, comma.
Professor,
Yes,
I don't have any questions about this. I have questions about the what is it called? WebAssign?
yep. What's your
So-
question, Maya?
What is our password? I'm like spacing. Is our password something that he gave us or is it something we made?
No, you have to create your own password.
I created my own okay.
Yes,
And our
right.
username, we create our
Username,
own
you-
username and password.
Yes, exactly. You have to create your own username and password.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
no problem. Now, yeah, so here it does give you instruction, right? Enter your answers as a comma separated list. That's how you input it, right? And in the exam, read the instruction carefully. Follow that very closely, right? So that's 18, 19. Let's practice another. Yes, so this is what we learned yesterday, right? So you see, it's gonna be on your final. So let's see. Let's try it first, right? Multiply first and then simplify from there. And check it out. Okay. Okay, let's go over solution. First of all, distribute it. Take a radical 5 times radical 10. It becomes radical 5 times 10, radical 50. And radical 5 times radical 5 it's first of all it's minus, and then 5 times 5 gives us 25. We go radical 50 minus radical 25. We usually need property, right? Radical A times radical B equals radical AB. That's what we learned yesterday. And on here, we're going to simplify. For 50, the maximum perfect number goes into that is 25. Maybe 25 times 2 minus radical 25. A radical 25 is 1, right? So let's simplify that. 5. Now, radical 25 it's going to be 5. So it's 5 radical 3 minus 5. Any question about this?
Yeah.
Sure.
If
What's
if
your
you can
question?
go back so I can
Yeah, sure.
like so the 5 outside of the parentheses,
Mhm.
it's we just like leave it alone.
Why outside of the parentheses? No, you see, when you distribute it, you multiply the number below the radical side, right? So 5 times 10. That's why we get 50. And here 5 times 5, that's why we get 25.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, keep the root, right? Keep the radical, but put a number under the radical after you multiply. Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, very good. And once we multiply, then we simplify afterwards. We need to simplify as much as possible, right? As simplified form. Okay, so that's the answer. 5 radical 2. We get a square root on the side, right? That's a side. There's a panel here, and then you can use some of the symbols there, and also the square root, right? Fraction, exponent, you can get it from here. Right side, so minus 5. So that's so this is the question 19, right? Question 20. Yeah, let's try this one really quickly. So basically, you are solving for the one of the variables. So you're solving for h in this case. So you need to get h by itself. Right, you solve for h. Oh, let's try this.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
I have another question. It's about the last problem though.
Sure. Yeah. What is your question?
It's
Sarah, you mute yourself.
oh sorry. Well,
Yeah,
it's
it's
about the
okay.
last part
Yeah.
when you
So this is the last question right here. Yes.
yeah,
Your question?
like when you were writing it out, when you do
Mhm.
like 25 times 2 minus 5.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't really get how you get the answer. Like,
So basically,
is that okay if you can explain it again?
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Thank you.
So let me screenshot this. So I'm gonna go over this one more time, just in case you are not 100% confident about it. So let me share the screen with you. There you go. So first step, you're gonna multiply radical 5 and radical 10. So we're gonna multiply radical 5 and radical 10. Find the property we done yesterday. Radical A times radical B is radical A. Radical A times B. So right here will be radical 5 times 2. And that's the first term. Second term is radical 5 times radical 5. Similarly, 5 times 5 equals 25. Now we get a radical 50 minus radical 25. And after that, we need to simplify. I mean, the order to simplify this, we need to break down 50 as a perfect number. And here, the perfect number, the maximum perfect number going to 50 is going to be 25 times 2. And 25 times 2 is 50. The reason we use 25 because 25 is a perfect number. And we know radical now is split up, right? Radical AB could be written as radical A times radical B. It's going backwards. And we get radical 25 times radical 2 minus radical 25, that's 5. Square root of 25, that's 5. And square root of 25, 5. 5 radical 2 minus 5. How
Okay,
about
thank you.
now? Feel better?
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. So let's go back to the question 20. So let's go over question 20 really quickly. Yeah, well, here we are solving for the h. So you can you copy the whole thing. Right? A equal to pi r square. And this is the area for the this cross cylinder, right? Look like this. This is a typical cylinder. Is that pi r square times 2 pi r h, yes. With the open top actually. So this is what the surface would look like, but we refer back to this kind of shape. It's 2 pi r h. Yeah, and then here we are solving for h, meaning we need to isolate this term here. You get this term by itself, so first thing you will do is minus pi r squared. Minus pi r squared. Always, right? Whatever variable looking for, isolate that. So get the variable term by itself. We cancel this, we get a minus pi r squared on the left. On the right is 2 pi r minus h. Now, typically, you can reverse it, right? When you reverse it, it looks slightly easier. So 2 pi r minus h goes first. Just switch the order. Then a minus pi r squared. From here, we're going to get rid of the coefficient. So everything in front of h, we don't need it, right? So we're going to divide by that. Get rid of it. 2 pi r over 2 pi r here. Then we cancel the 2 pi r. It's all gone. H is by itself. That's what we want. A minus pi r squared over 2 pi r. Any question about this? Okay. Now let's look at question 21, right? It's about scientific notation. I'm gonna generate another question for you guys. Let's try it. So let's try this really quickly. 21. Okay, let's go over the solution. So when you divide two scientific notations, right? It's like exponent. So you divide a number first. 2.1 by 7 is 0.3. And for the exponent, you do -8 minus negative. So keep the base, subtract the exponent. Now we get 0.3 times 10 -8, 2 -10 to the positive, adding 4. So this is 0.3 times 10 to the -4th power. And now if you look at it, you're going to write the answer in scientific notation form. And it's not there yet, right? Almost there. So here, because 0.3 is not, we want to make sure this number is between, A is between 1 and 10, right? But this is not yet. So we're going to move the decimal 1 unit to the right, make it 3. Now here we increase the number 10 times. That means we get a decrease number 10 times on the exponent side. So -1 here. -1 will decrease the number 10 times. So we keep the balance. In this case, we get 3 times 10 to the -5th power. -4 minus 1 is -5. The answer is 3 times 10 to the -5. Do you have any question about this? Three times 10 to the -5. Yeah, let's look at question 22. So we get this because of decreasing demand for Super 8 video cameras. Kids camera reduced the order for this model from 25 per month to 13 per month, 4% decrease. Yeah, this is from the pre-algebra, right? This is not even algebra, so we're gonna I'm not gonna review this with you guys. This is pre-algebra stuff. Okay, so let's look at it.
Will it be on a quiz?
Yes, it will be on a maybe. I'm not 100% sure, right? Could be, right? Could be on the final, but because this is pre-algebra, it's what we call it arithmetic. Our course is focused on pre-algebra is like foundation for algebra. So it's okay. We're gonna go over that together. So the amount of decrease, so it's going from 25 to 13, right? So that means amount of decrease will be 12. So you do 25 minus 13. So it's a 12 units decrease. It's very straightforward, don't worry, right? It's not complicated at all. So 12 camera, the camera goes up 12 units, right? Decrease of 12 cameras. What percent decrease does this represent? So percent decrease, this is amount decrease. So percent decrease equal to amount decrease divided by the base. Base is original amount. Decrease equal to amount decrease over base. Also, you can also see this as old amount minus new amount over the old amount, right? Yes. So basically, that's how that goes. The base is the original amount, old amount. The amount decrease we know is 12, right? The old amount is 25, so 12 or 25. Now we're going to turn into percentage. When you convert a fraction into percentage, you multiply by 100%. And 100% that is 1, right? So basically you multiply by 1, the value stays. So here you do 12 times 100 because 1200 over 25%. We need to find out what's 1200 by 25. 25 going to 120 4 times. 4 times 25, that's 100. Remainder 20, right? And bring down the 0. And 25 going to 200, that's 8 times. 8 times 25 is 200. So the answer is 48%. Any question about this? Does this remind you, from the pre-algebra course, or like anything you learn from the pre-algebra? Right, so that's basically how that works. How can the amount of decrease is 12, right, going from 25 to 13, and a percent decrease will be 48%. It went down 48%. Any question about this?
Are there going to be any more like pre-algebra questions on there?
I doubt it though. I don't
Okay.
think so.
Because
That's
the
probably
last
only
time
one.
I was
Mhm.
years ago.
Yeah. I don't think this is 100% going to show up in your final. Because we have 35 questions here, your final is only 25 questions. I think you should,
Okay.
yeah, you should mainly focus on algebra. And I think you need 60%, right, to pass. So, so you're good, right? You only need to get like, I'm pretty sure in my immersion too, right? All of my students score like above 70%. Although the passing score is 60, right? Most of them score like 100, 90s, and some 80s, very few like 70s. Everybody score about 60, right? So that's so you should be confident as soon as you do your homework and review properly. Like after today, when we finish reviewing, if you want to, I'm gonna point out another review sheet. You can work on it, and you'll be more confident doing this. Okay. So now let's look at question 23. It's about the inequalities. So let's look at it. This one, I'm going to show you how to solve it first, and I'll let you practice another one. Okay, we didn't talk too much about inequality, but it's going to be treated similarly like the equations, right? So we get this is what we call linear inequality. So we get 6 minus 6 times x minus 3 less equal to, right? Minus 4x adding 12. And pretty much treat it like equation. So like how we solve for x, and we will apply here as well. So negative 6 times x is minus 6x. Negative 6 times negative 3 is positive 18. And that's equal to minus 4x adding 12, right? Now next thing, combine the numbers. 6 plus 18 is 24, so minus 6x adding 4. That's equal to minus 4x adding 12. Now we're going to move this smaller term, right? The coefficient is smaller, so you're going to add 6x from both sides of the equation. Just like equation, right? How we deal with the equations, pretty much the same procedure. So then get 24. That's equal to 6x minus 4x, 2x plus 12. Now after that, we isolate the variable x, just like the equation minus 12. Minus 12 here. Cancel that, we get 2x by itself greater or equal to 12, right? 24 minus 12 is 12. Now we divide 2 from both sides of the equation. Cancel that, x is greater or equal to 6. Right, so following the inequalities, solving the graphing the solution set. And means in terms of solution, you're going to draw a number line, right, like this. And here x is greater or equal to 6, meaning let's say this is 0, 2, 4, 6. Greater or equal to, so it's everything to the right hand side. I'm going to use a different color. So here I'm going to use the right color here. Everything to the right hand side, right? Because x is greater or equal to. And including this, I'm going to use a square bracket here. So on the number line, this is negative infinity, this side is infinity. So it's just from 6 to infinity, right? So here it will be 6 to infinity. And the number line will be this, all the way to the right, everything to the right, and then put a square bracket here. Square bracket indicates including 6. This square bracket is including 6. 6 is part of the answer. If it is open parenthesis, let's say this 6 infinity, right? This means the solution will be x greater than 6. This is equivalent, not including 6. This open parenthesis, not including 6. Question? No. Okay, so don't worry, I'm gonna actually practice another one, right? I'm gonna go back, put in the answer really quickly. So here will be, you can just write it as x greater equal to, right? You can get an inequality symbol on the side. I think that's what they want you to do. Symbols, relation, yeah, greater equal to, you see, greater equal to 6. And then you're gonna sketch the answer on the number line, right? So from 6 and above, right? 6 is here. You're gonna get a solid point on a 6. Solid point in 6. Yes. And I get a square bracket, left one. And we're gonna draw everything here all the way to the right, right? And then put back this left square bracket indicating we are including this 6. Let me check the scope. Okay, this is good. You see, this is good. Check, it's both good. Okay, now I'm gonna create another one, right? You guys try this one right now. What is another? That's just a question. Huh? Yeah, let's try this one. Yep, you guys try this one. First of all, solve for x, right? Very similar. Okay, try it. Give it a couple of minutes. Okay, let's go over the solution. First of all, let's copy this. Treat it like equation pretty much, right? Although it's a linear inequality, just the slight difference would be the graphing part and also the how to present the final solution. So step one, we distribute it. 6 minus 4x. Negative 4 times x3 is positive 12. Okay, that's equal to negative 2x and 12. Now combine 6 and 12, we get 18 minus 4x. That's equal to minus 2x and 12. Now from here, we're going to combine both variables. So here we got 4x adding 4x here. So I'll get rid of the 4x on the left. And on the right hand side, we get positive 2x, 4x minus 2x. And bring over the sign, right? The sign just keep carrying over. And 12 is 18 on the left. Now subtract 12 on both sides of the equation. Pretty much like the equation, right? So 2x is greater, equal to 18 minus 12, 6. Divide both sides of the equation by 2 because it's positive, right? So the inequality sign remains as is. So bring over the sign one more time. Last time, right? X is greater equal to 3. You can also write it like this. When x is greater equal to 3, just switch to the proper form. So the answer is x is greater equal to 3. Now in terms of graphing part, right, we're gonna do 3 here, right? Greater equal to meaning everything to the right. Right? All the way to infinity, right? This is infinity, this is infinity. So it's on 3 all the way to extend it to the right hand side indefinitely. Any question about this? So the answer is
Yeah, I do have one. Did you put the bracket or no?
yes, put a bracket, exactly. So the thing
You
is that it's not required here, right? That would be for your later course, like pre-calculus and calculus. And this is
Oh, okay.
translating into x greater equal to 3, translating into using the interval notation we found 3 to infinity. I'm probably going too deep into this. But because of equal sign, so that's a sub bracket here. But again, this is needed for your future courses, like pre-calculus, like the calculus courses, all those. And you usually use this notation here. It's called interval notation. But for this course, you get right interval notation. And keep it as the inequality is good enough. You know how to plot it. Greater equal to 3 meaning everything to the right hand side of 3. Any other question about this? Yep. Okay, let's go back. The answers, you see, answer is x greater equal to 3, and it's going to be 3 to infinity, right? Again, this doesn't allow me to put in answer, but it's okay. Yeah, we check the other ones there. All right, now to question 24. This is Pythagorean theorem, right? So I'll actually try it really quickly. Let's get a 9 units here, 12 units here. We talked about that yesterday, about using the Pythagorean theorem to solve it. Okay, we try it first. Okay. And let's go over solution. So A is 9, B is 12, and we're looking for the C, right? X. So basically, this x squared equal to a squared plus b squared. Replace a and b with a given number, x squared equal to 9 squared plus 12 squared. So x squared is 9 squared is 81. 12 squared is 144. And we sum up those two numbers, we get 225. Now we're taking the square root, right, on both sides of the equation, square root of x squared. Usually we'll put plus minus, right? That's a normal solution, but because it's a real triangle here, so the answer could only be positive. So we can eliminate the negative answers here. So exclude the negative answers. Square root of x squared becomes x. And then square root of 120, 225. 225 is 15 squared. X equal 15. Any question about this? Fifteen units.
How do we get 15 after
Um,
15 square and the square root?
Square root square offset each other, right? Remember we talked about this when you have square root x squared becomes square root of 15 squared will become 15 because
Okay.
root and
Okay.
then exponent cancel each other.
All right. Thank
Right?
you.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. So the answer is 15. Going back here, we just put in 15. Check it. It's correct, right? Now let's look at question 25. Okay, this one you're gonna divide into that one by one, right? Split into 3 different quotient of the fraction, and then simplify one by one. So step one, let's split out right into 3 different fractions, and then simplify them one by one. Try it first.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When we're dividing, are we subtracting the exponents as well?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Let's divide, you subtract the exponent. Right. Yeah, let's go over the solution. So as I mentioned, let's split that into three different fractions. First one is 18a squared over 3a squared. Second one is 15a squared b over 3a squared. Third one will be 24a squared b squared over 3a squared. And after that, we simplify 18 over 3, 6, right? A squared get cancelled. So first term is 6. Second term, 3 going to 15, 5 times. A squared cancelled, bottom is 1, so it's 5b. Third one, 3 going to 24, 8 times. A squared get cancelled, bottom becomes 1. So ab squared over 1. So it's just ab squared. So the answer is 6 minus 5b plus ab squared. Any question about this? Six minus 5b plus ab squared. Let's look at 26, right? Factor this difference of two squares. This is called a difference of two squares. Okay, let's go over solution. So this is 5x squared. 25 is 5 squared, squared, and 2y squared. That's the difference of two squares. So 5x plus 2y, 5x minus. Okay. Any question about this? check it. It should be correct answer, right? Okay. Let's look at question 27. This is factor by grouping, like what we did yesterday. So this is that's 4 terms, right? So you're gonna factor by grouping. Group the first two, group the last two, and I factor by GCF for each one. So for the first couple terms, the GCF first two terms, you can put first two terms in parentheses, second one in parentheses. So GCF for the first two terms is going to be 9, right? Net x. 36 and 81, the common factor is 9. X squared actually take x. Once you factor net x, 4x left for the first term. Second term, net x. If you're not sure what to put into the parentheses, you can do division. 32x squared over x. 36 by 9 is 4. X squared by x divided by x is 4x. And 81x by 9x. 81 by 9 is 9. Cancel x, first one. And the second one is 4x plus 9, right? By default, that's the invisible one. Let's put back that. Now factor by GCF one more time. 4x plus 9. And 9x plus 1 remains. Any question about this? I 9x plus 1. We can check it. That's correct answer. 28. Again, it's very similar like we did earlier, right? Factor first and solve for a. Let's try it first. Okay, let's go over the solution. So first of all, we have vector by GCF, right? GCF. 2 is 2 is gonna be 2A. So 2A. Without that, the first term becomes A. Second term, or if you want to figure out that by calculation, you do A squared by over 2A. You get cancel of 2, A squared by A will be A. And the other one is minus 6A over 2A. And negative 6 over 2 is minus 3. A get canceled to minus 3. The second one will be minus 3 or 0. Now we get two solutions here from two factor 2A equals 0, A minus 3 equals 0. For 2A equals 0, divide 2 from both sides of the equation, A equals 0. Adding 3 from both sides of the equation, A equals 3. 0 and 3. So those are the solutions. Check it. Any
Whenever you
questions?
can you go back? Yeah,
Yeah,
you go
sure.
back to
I'll go back to it.
Thank you.
Sure. Let's continue. Right. Next question is question 29. And again, it's foiling. So we get the two terms and then you're gonna foil this. Okay, let's try it really quickly. After you foil this and combine like terms. Okay, so let's go over solution. So multiply AX and 7x first. 8 times 7, 56. X times x is x squared. AX times negative 8. Positive minus positive negative is negative. 8 times 8 is 64 times. Now next 3 times 7x. Minus plus is minus. 3 times 7 is 21x. And then 3 times negative 8. 2 negative 2 and positive 3 times 8. I will combine the middle two terms. They are like terms. 56x squared minus 64 minus 21. Keep the sign, adding those two numbers. 585, right? So it's minus 85 adding to it. Any question about this? Yeah, 56 x squared. And minus 85x. And then adding 24. Okay, let's do it. Yeah, it's correct solution right here. And let's look at question 30. So this is solving a system of linear equations, right? We learned it from chapter 4. And let's look at it, how you solve it. Actually, let me get a new question here. Get a new one. Yeah, so you try this really quickly. I'm gonna go over solution. You can, so here they ask me to use elimination method, right? Eliminate either variable x and variable y. Let's eliminate variable y, right? Let's do that. Eliminating the variable y. Try that really quickly, and I'll show you the solution in a second. All right, let's go over solution. And since we want to eliminate the variable y, then for the first equation, you're going to multiply the whole equation by 5. because when we get minus 5y, then we cancel the y, of the y. Okay, so let's see. So when you multiply the first equation by 5, 3x times 5 is 15x. And 5 times minus 1 is minus 5y equal to 5 times 9, 45. Second equation is 5x adding 5y equals 75. Now we're going to add up those two equations, right? Sum up because they are opposite. Minus 5y adding 5y, they cancel. 15x adding 5x is 20x. 45 adding 75, that's 120. Now divide both sides of the equation by 20. So x is by itself, x equals 6. So we figure out the x values and then we can find out the y value, right? By dividing x value into the second equation. We take second equation 5x plus 5y equal to 75. Now x becomes 6. So it's 5 times 6 and 5y equal to 75. 5 times 6, 30, adding 5y equal to 75. Now subtract 30 from both sides of the equation. Cancel that 5y equal to 45. Now get rid of the 5. By 5 on both sides of the equation. So y is by itself, y equals 45 by 5. No. Okay. So answer is 6. No. Do you have any question about this? Okay, let's put in the answer into the box. Number 6 goes first. I go second. I check it. Yeah, it's correct. No, it's correct answer here. And question 31. Let's take a look at this factor, right? Factor by GCF. Let's try that. First of all, nail down the GCF first and go from there. So try that. Okay, so let's see GCF for 120, 72, and 60. 7, 12, right? 12 going to all three numbers. 12 is largest one going to 3. For a cube, a square, and then a cube, we take a square, the lower power, lower exponent. For b square, b cube, and b cube, we take b square. So the GCF here will be 12, a square, b square. On the first term, 120 a cube, b square divided by 12 a square, b square. And 12 going to 120 10 times. B squared get canceled, right? And a cube over a squared, that's 8. So the answer is 10 First term, 20 Second term, we do 72 a squared b cubed over 12 a squared b squared. 12 going to 72 6 times. cancel a squared, b cubed over b squared, subtract the exponent, we get b to the first, or 6b to the first, just basically 6b. And the third term will be 60 a cubed b cubed over 12 a squared b squared. 60 by 12, 5. For a, 3 minus 2, a to the first. For b, 3 minus 2. So that turned out to be 5a b. The last term will be 5ab. Any question about this? 12a squared b squared. First one is a 10a remains, and minus 6b, right? Second term 6b minus 6b. Third term is 5ab. Close it. And we get this complete factoring. So check the score, and this is the correct answer. Let's check it. And question 32. This is scientific notation. Let's try it. Okay, try that really quickly. I'll go over the solution in 1 minute. Okay, let's go over the solution. First of all, you multiply both numbers. 7.8 times 2, that is 15.6, right? 2 times 8 is 16, 1 over 2 times 7, 14, adding 1, 15. Bring down the decimal point. So it's 15.6. For the exponent, keep the base. We add in 4 and negative 8. So we get 15.6 times 4 minus 8, plus minus and minus. 4 minus 8 is minus 3. Now it's not done yet. We still got to convert it a little bit. Here we get a, because the number is bigger than 10. So this is not a scientific notation yet. But if you move the decimal to the left 1 unit, meaning we decrease the number 10 times. Here, turning 15.6 to 1.56. And here we gotta balance it, right, by adding a power 1. Meaning increase the number 10 times here on the exponential side. So we end up with 1.56 times 10 to 1 minus 4 and 3. Yes. And this is a proper answer. 1.56 times 10 to 3. 1.56 times 10 to the 3. And I'll check it. Yeah, it's correct, right? Both correct answer. Any question? And again, this one is a factor by grouping. We did it couple days ago. Yeah. So let's try it. Right? Group the first two, group the last two, factor by GCF, right? One by one. Okay, let's go over solution. Okay, the first two terms in the GCF is just B. So factor out of B, we can put this in parentheses, right? And the other two parentheses. So then 3x remains minus 2. And then the other two terms GCF is -2. Because this is -6, right? So we're going to turn that into positive. So we have to factor out -2. So -6 actually over -2 gives us 3x. Positive 4 over -2 is -2. Now we see another common factor 3x minus 2. Put in the front 3x minus 2 and b minus 2 stay in the second parentheses. Any question about this? Yeah, minus 2, b minus 2.
Can you go back really quick?
Yep.
Thank you.
Oh. And then that's on the other two, we only have a couple minutes. I'm gonna do it. So you can practice that if you after class. So I will point out another assignment. If you want to do another version of the questions, you can try yourself. So
Professor, could you tell us where our percentage of homework is at? Are you really requiring us to do the full 70% in order to take the test, or close
yes,
to?
if close to 70, like let's say you get 68, 69, I take it, right? But
Okay.
if you get, let's say, only 60%, that's not good enough.
Okay, so could you tell us all what our percentage is at?
Tomorrow morning. Right?
Can't we see our percentages though?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
When you
you
log
could
in,
check
you
your
can
grades.
see yourself. Yeah.
It's in grades.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in
you could check
grades.
your grades and see.
Okay, thank you. Let me
You
go
can
back.
check yourself, right? Yeah, for sure. But if you want to double check tomorrow, I can double check with you tomorrow morning. We're gonna meet briefly before you're taking the exam, because when you take the final exam, you have to sign out of the Zoom. You cannot open the Zoom while taking the final exam. So I'll meet with you briefly tomorrow morning. If you have any question, last minute question, or any question from the review sheet, I can help you with that.
I don't have any questions, but I think his name is Kareem. Is that your name? I think so. But in the web work, there's like a section, like I think there's like 3 lines, and when you press it, it shows like grades. Like you
Yeah,
see homework sets and grades, and you see where you're at.
yeah,
So you
I
want,
just got
yeah,
there. I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate your help.
you're welcome.
Okay, okay, very good. So now let me just quickly go over this, right? So we factor by GCF first. So the GCF here is 2R, right? Yeah, so 2 to 84 is 2. Right? And then for R cubed, R squared, R will be R. Then we get 2 cubed over 2R, that's R squared. And 2R squared over 2R, that's R. 80 minus 84R over 2R, that's minus 42. And inside of the parentheses, we get a factor by trinomials, right? So break down this as R times R. For 42, it will be 6 and 7. Since the middle term is positive 1R, so it's going to be positive 7 minus 6. And so we cross multiply, we get positive 7 times R, 7R, minus 6 times R, 6R. Finally, we get positive 1R, which is in the middle term. Now the 2 factor will be R minus 6, R plus 7. R minus 6, R plus 7. That should be the correct answer. Any question about this? Two R minus 7. Yeah, R minus 6. Minus 6. That's R plus 7. 7 gotta be positive. It is correct answer. See, and then very last question. Let's see. Oh, you solve for X, right? So yeah, so this is solving a linear equation with one variable. So let me go over that. So first of all, we're gonna distribute it. Okay, this put back invisible, distribute it. Same thing here, put back invisible and distribute it. So one thing at a time, right? 2 times 4x is 8x. 2 times -1 is -2. -1 times 5x minus 5x. -1 times minus 6 is positive 6. That's everything on the left. On the right, 3 over 9. -1 times 3x is minus 3x. -1 times positive 2 is minus 2. Now combine like terms, right? Ax minus 5x and 3x. -2 adding 6. 6 minus 2 is positive 3. On the right, 9 minus 2 is 7. So 7 minus 3. Now I combine both variables at 3x. I move the smaller one to the bigger size. 3x. Cancel that, and then with 3x plus 3x, 6x, dividing 4 equal to 7. Now get 6x by itself, 6 and 4 on both sides of the equation. Cancel that 6x is 3. Now get rid of the coefficient in front of the x, divide 6 on both sides of the equation. Cancel the 6, x equal to 3, 6. I'm going to reduce it, right? Reduce by 3 here, by 3. 3 by 3 is 1, 6 by 3 is 2. So x equal to half. But do you guys have any question about this? So the answer is half. Okay. Check it as correct answer, right? So if you guys want to try another version, you can log in there, and then there's another version for Math 51. Practice final with help. This one is with help, and that's just basically another version of the final review. It's almost like similar to the one we just did today. Okay. Again, tomorrow morning we're gonna meet briefly, and after that, you guys are gonna sign off the Zoom, and then you can join the Professor Dawes Zoom meeting before you take in the actual final. Right, so